Whew, life is so beautiful and it's so cruel at the same time. We as humans, we have our ups and we have our downs. But with that being said, everybody has their own unique story. So what's yours? Our YouTube, we got our first Uber passenger today who is going to give us his unique life story. So with that being said, we're gonna start by asking you, where are you from, man?
I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
What brings you here to Fort Worth, Texas?
Very interesting. We actually had a Rocket League tournament today, or this past weekend. So.
Did you win any of the money?
No. I was just watching it. It was an amazing experience. I've been in the Rocket League for quite a while now, and it's just crazy watching people do what I dreamed to do one day. You know what I mean?
Yep. So wait, so you do want to go pro in that? I've been asking a lot of people that this past weekend.
There was a point where I wanted to go pro really bad, and then I realized how much I'd have to sacrifice out of my life, and decided that I would rather do content creation instead. It just seems like the better option. I won't have to sacrifice so much time with my family and people I love. Be stuck to grinding Rocket League, but it is really, really cool. I still, there could be a possibility that changes in the future, but as of now.
So right now you're just a content creator?
Right now I'm just a content creator.
Okay. So you said Myrtle Beach?
Myrtle Beach.
Born and raised there?
Born and raised.
Did you go to college there?
No, I actually went to college in North Carolina.
What'd you study?
I went to a college called Universal Technical Institute, and that's for working on cars, mechanics, and ended up finding out that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, and ended up dropping out of that a few months in, and I don't regret that at all, because I ended up actually working at BMW, which was my end goal while I was in school. Ended up working at BMW anyway a few months ago, and leaving there because I just did not like the atmosphere, and because I dropped out of school, it saved me $30,000 in debt to do something that I was going to hate for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So definitely like a blessing in disguise there.
So did you have was it like your college experience? Was it like a typical college experience, or was it just more so school, and I guess that was just it?
It was more of a laid-back, unique college experience, because with college regular college you have to sit down and study, and you have dorms and places like a whole campus. For us, we just had one school. It's kind of like how you go to high school. You get ready at home, and then you just drive to the school, and then you're back home. That's how it was. They didn't have dorms or anything like that. We had to rent our own apartment and all that stuff. So yeah, you didn't really have to study much, unless you were completely new to it and didn't know much about it, which is fine. But that's kind of how it was. It was like a hands-on kind of thing.
So you being on the younger end, girlfriend, any kids, anything like that?
No girlfriend, no kids. Single right now, and that's for a reason. I've had my fair share of dating, and I just would much rather be single right now. Focus on myself, work on my money, work on my lifestyle, who I exactly want to be before I get committed into another relationship. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's ask about the dating. When was your last girlfriend?
My last girlfriend was probably about 6 months ago.
Okay. Now, if I were to ask, I just like a lot of people like to know, when did you first have sex with your girlfriend? How long did it take before you got there?
With this girl, like a weekend, if that. I mean, it wasn't the same night or anything like that, but it was definitely pretty quick. I feel like, rushing in, I feel like some people rush into their relationships, they do all that at first, meet up or whatever, and then I think they've got something, but in my opinion, that's not how it goes.
Now, just for controversy, have you ever cheated on any of your girlfriends before?
I have not.
You have not?
No.
Have any of your girlfriends ever cheated on you, if your acknowledgement?
As far as I know, no.
No? Okay. So what is probably the biggest takeaway that you learned from, I guess, your previous relationship?
Don't rush into things and focus on yourself put more energy into yourself than you do into the relationship. Or not into the relationship, but into catering to the other person. Like, basically, like, don't be simpler.
Is it okay? If what was the most enjoyable thing about your relationship that you, I guess, that you would want to take into the next relationship that person did that you enjoyed, or some qualities they had that you would look into the next person?
Probably just, being honest. The person was pretty honest, and it helped me grow as a person. And her honesty made it easier for me to be honest as well. So then it, not like if there's a touchy subject, it's easier to just say it instead of beating around the bush, trying not to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, I would like to keep the honesty.
And how's your so you said how many girlfriends have you had?
About, I think,
8. Okay. Oops, a lot. Out of your 8 girlfriends, has there been like a type? Has it been like consistent? Like, I'm just drawn to these type of women, or these women come after me, and I'm just around these women, or has they been pretty? I guess by looks, personality, they're pretty much all different, or some of them look the same.
They're pretty much all different. Well, I mean, if you go off of personality, they're all pretty different because once you date somebody and then you see someone, you talk to someone else and you see certain qualities in that person, it's kind of like a iffy situation. You kind of, for me at least, I kind of get turned off. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to go down that road again. It kind of feels like the same road. So no, I didn't. They've all been kind of different. But looks, yeah, they're all short. You know what I mean? Short and cute.
Short and cute. Okay.
Keep it simple.
Okay, so what is probably a big red flag for a woman that you would not date, like off the bat? Maybe, okay, like I say like this. Maybe you would sleep with her, but you're like, I'm not dating her, regardless of what happens.
So the biggest red flag is them not following God, and I'm religious,
okay.
So I'd have to say that would be the big red flag for me, because if you go by the Bible, it's kind of a big thing, certain morals and stuff. So yeah, I'd say that's a big red flag.
Big red flag. Okay. Any I would say any big green flags, or you're like, okay, this can be it right here. Like whenever you're starting to date a woman.
Oh, for sure, Christ follower.
Christ follower, okay.
Yeah, for sure. That could trump many things, looks, anything, like, you know what I mean? Because that means they're trying to work on themselves, and they're trying to do better. They want to do better in a lot of different aspects of their life.
Now, knowing what you know now from back then, maybe one of the relationships didn't end the way you wanted it to. Is there any of the girls that you would date again if they came back to you right now? Or maybe if they matured a little bit, or if she gave you another shot?
No.
Okay.
Probably not. Unless, those girls, I feel like, are down different paths that, I found God in the past year.
Okay.
And I couldn't see, maybe if they found God and, wanted to do better, and somehow we ended up in the same room, then possibly. But until that happened, I don't think so.
Okay, I got 3 more questions for you. Okay, one of them is about content creating. And I asked the last 2 because they're big controversies. But okay, first one. What's next for you in terms of content creation?
Probably consistently posting, which I think I've gotten down pretty solid these past few weeks. I've learned a lot about formatting on TikTok and how to cater to the algorithm to push on the For You page. So that's out of the way. That took me a while to get, because people don't like to sauce. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to find that out for themselves.
What is your TikTok so we can have it, just in case anybody would like to follow you, would like to know what kind of content you make?
My TikTok is Beretta22, and you spell it all out, no numbers. And I make Rocket League content. We stream every night on Twitch, and that's the same as my TikTok, Beretta22. So yeah, that's what we do there. But yeah, for content creation, it's definitely just being more consistent and sticking to it. Holding it down.
Okay. Now this one's kind of out of the ballpark, but where is the most randomest place that you've had sex at?
Dude, probably in a dressing room.
How did that happen? How did it come about? Was it like, were you drinking? Was it just like, I don't know, we never tried something like this?
No, dude, we were completely sober and with just the intentions of shopping, and then we ended up, in the dressing room, because she was wanting me to see her clothes that she got, and that was just how that ended up happening. I don't even know really how to explain it. It sounds so bad now that I'm different. That was when I was young.
Yeah,
I was really young then.
Makes sense.
I'm 23 now, but that was when I wrote probably 17 years old. So yeah, it sounds bad now.
Has there been one woman you've been with that you were like, this is terrible, I'm never doing this again?
Sex wise,
Yeah.
yeah, it was weird. There was this one girl who just, I don't know, it was just such a weird, awkward experience. And normally I'm pretty good at holding it down. I can take care of business, but it was just really difficult because it was just, I don't know how to explain it, man. It was the most awkward experience I've ever had. I don't even know how to explain it.
And this would be the last good one. Okay, if you don't mind sharing. What is the shortest time you've lasted with a woman where a girl caught you off guard, you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, dude, there's this one girl that was just really good at getting head, and I just, a 30-second, I was like, dude, there's no way. I was just sitting there, I was like, dude, this doesn't happen normally. You're just good at what you do. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'll be honest there. There's no shame in the game. There's a lot of people who can relate to that, you know what I mean?
What about, I guess, is there been in the sex-wise, not just oral?
Probably 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's still pretty weak, but if you look at the national average, don't judge too quick. Google it real quick.
All right, man. That's pretty much all the questions I got to ask right now. Thank you again for sharing me your unique life story. Content creator right here, and that's all we got for today. Thank you very much, sir.
Born in England, in Rugby, England. Moved to America when I was 7 years old. Been living in Dallas for 26 years.
So from England, you went straight to Dallas, or where'd you go from?
No, I sort of shortcut a little bit. I went to Amarillo, where I grew up in a small farming town of about 4,000 people. And I grew up there with the graduating class of 88 people. And then I went to UT in Austin to be a pharmacist, and decided that was not my career path. And ended up following my roommate. I ended up becoming a dentist. So now I'm a specialist in the dental profession. Dallas practice.
Would you reiterate the story you just told to me? You just dropped off one of your sons in college.
Yeah, from college I got accepted into dental school.
No, I mean your son. You just dropped him off. The story.
Oh, my story.
No, your son. You just dropped off. You just dropped off.
That?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, today I just got back from dropping off my oldest son. It was a very difficult endeavor. So I went to Indiana, and where he got accepted into, he's getting into the next program there. And so me and my younger son Dylan dropped him off, and we spent 2 days up there. We got him, engaged into his dorm. We helped him set up his bed, everything else. His mom gave us all this shit to put up in his room, and it was actually really good. She did a really good job, and it was very interesting because it's a different lifestyle set that you're putting your child into. Like you give them this environment their entire life where you give them everything and you give them the best of everything you can, and then you put them into some situation where you have no control over it, and you have to tell them, okay, you gotta live in this environment.
How many kids do you have?
I have two.
2 boys. Okay. What age is he?
They're 18 and 19.
Oh, so everybody leaving.
Everybody's leaving, man. Leave me alone.
So about your wife, where'd you meet her?
In dental school, man. Met her in dental school.
What was like? How did you meet her? Like, what was the interaction with that?
She was doing not well in school, and she needed someone to study with. And she actually, it was really interesting. She was like, we were outside of the parking lot of our dental school, and like I said, hey, how'd you do your dental school in your test? She says, not too good. She started crying. I said, well, like if you want, you can study with me. And so the next day morning, she called me at freaking 7 a.m. Like, I'm not going to say calling at 7 a.m., but she called me. And we ended up starting studying together, and we studied together a lot. And I ended up with her, and then 4 years later, ended up marrying her in my dental school class.
Because, okay, this is a very popular question. Great if you can answer it, even though your son's in the car. People like to know this. How long until you were able to have sex with your wife?
I'd say about 8 weeks. We had to have a connection first, and I was one of those kind of guys that I just don't really want to jump into doing that. I said, I was one of those guys like I just gotta tap that shit just because I tap that shit. So I gotta make sure it's a good connection. So that was one of those people that want to have a connection because I was in the military for a while. So that's why it took a while. I'm sure it could happen sooner, but it did not.
Okay, what has been the hardest thing, I guess, about fatherhood?
Understanding your children, understanding what they want and what you think they want. It's very difficult to know. You think you know what they want, and so you try to perceive that, and you try to judge it, and you try to help them out in a situation, and they look at you like you're an idiot, like you don't know what you're talking about. And so it's like understanding their perception of what they want. That's the most difficult part of it.
Is there like a big lesson that your son has taught you?
Yes. Let them be more carefree and be more open and minded and not be opinionated and give them what you should do. Like don't just say, you know what you should do? That's the worst line you can start with any children.
I guess, okay, so going off that from your son to your wife, what has been the hardest thing about marriage, the most challenging thing about marriage?
Wow. Understanding the growth of each person and understanding, like, as you age, people change. And understanding the mindset of each person. That is the hardest part.
What has been the most enjoyable part about marriage?
My children.
Okay, sure. And then how can you, I guess, grow from, like, each day? How do you grow each day in your marriage?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I grow because I know I have something that loves me more than I've ever could have attained to myself. I have 2 children that blossomed through something that I loved someone else with that are here now. And so, you could not attain what I have now on your own. You have to have it with someone else. And so marriage allowed me to, and my relationship with my wife allowed me to have these 2 beautiful 2 children that are mind-blowing and amazing in my life. Like, I would not be alive and be who I am if I did not have these 2 children. So, yeah.
Okay, so you being a dentist or orthodontist, right?
Dentist, yeah.
Dentist.
Dentist.
What is next in the world of dentistry? Because I know you guys are always innovating. Or what?
You know, for me, dentistry has to be more with education and having people understand that you need to go. So the problem here is dentistry is good. It doesn't need to change. What needs to change is the mindset of people and how people go when they need something done, which is wrong. By that time, it's too late. You have to see. I'm a specialist. I'm an endodontist. By the time you see me, you need a root canal, which means you're in pain. If you never have to see me in your life, I think you do better off. And it'd be way cheaper. You can spend so much money on something. But most people don't get to that point. So that's the sad part about most people and understanding dentistry.
Now, one might ask, why is dentistry so expensive?
Because it takes 8 to 10 years. I took 10 years to get what I do. Right? And it takes a lot of intelligence to do what I do. It's not the mechanics of what I do. I can teach anybody to do mechanically what I do. But it's the diagnosis and understanding the biology behind what I do. So in that aspect, it takes a lot of learning. It is a lot of learning. I hated the learning. It takes a long time. It takes 10 years. And for that, I think I deserve to be paid what I am. You may not think so. But you know what? You will spend more money on your hairstylist than you do on your dentist. Hands down. If you count how much money you've ever spent on your hairstylist in your lifetime and you send your dentist, it's going to be 10 times more. Yet, your teeth are invaluable to you. You eat with your teeth every day. You smile. It's aesthetic. But people don't always recognize that. The mentality of people and how they perceive teeth is different than what they should.
Okay, so now you're talking about teeth. What is, I guess, the top 3 things that harm teeth the most? Top 3 things to eat that you recommend people not eat a lot of?
I don't think it's something to eat. You can eat whatever you want. I eat everything. I don't ever steer away from anything. All I say is that you should brush your teeth. And I think you should brush your teeth 2, 3, 4 times a day. Doesn't mean brush them 22 minutes at a time. Like in the morning, brush it for 2 minutes. Take your time. Floss 2 and eat 2. During the day, 20 seconds. Just go in there, brush them, clean them, like you're washing your hands. Like after you eat, you wash your hands, right? Or before you eat, you wash your hands. You'll do that every day. Same thing. It's the same concept. If you would do that, then I think you'd be better off in life. You would. I mean, I actually would save so much money if you would have any other concepts of dentistry as far as cavities right now.
I guess I got one more question for you. Just
Sure.
interesting. You know. So where are you guys from?
Houston.
Dating, married?
Dating. Dating.
Okay. How long you guys been dating for?
Like a month?
Yeah, that was like a few days,
Yeah.
over a month maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Not too long.
Where'd you guys meet?
At the restaurant, what was it? What's the name of it?
You're so sketchy.
Traveler's Table, right? That's where we
Oh
met.
yeah, that is, yeah. Yeah, Travelers Table.
What city is that in? I don't know. Where that is.
It's in Houston.
Oh, so you guys from Houston. Okay. What was like your first impression of her, and what was your first impression of him?
First impression, I thought she was pretty gorgeous. But also actually somewhat smart. I mean, and funny at the same time. A little funny. You don't get too often.
You were nervous.
Well, yeah, okay.
There was someone sitting behind me that I didn't actually know. I didn't know this until the end, but there was someone that he had dated before sitting right behind me.
And her dad. Her dad too, though. You know.
So I was like, this guy is not feeling it.
Okay.
Actually, the girl.
Now, this helps a lot if you answer this one. How long until you guys had sex? Was the first time it happened?
Like a week later. Maybe like about a week later.
About a week? Okay. Now, what has this relationship taught you so far?
I would say that we are communicating. It feels healthy. We're having fun.
Okay.
Usually always laughing.
If you had a relationship before this one, what caused it to end?
There you go.
Oh, it's an easy one for me. I don't. I had somebody that like wasn't really like holding up their end of the deal. You know, like didn't clean enough, if you ask me, or like just not enough ambition maybe for me.
I was in a really abusive relationship, so that's it.
Okay. Now, hopefully this is a no, but if you ever cheated in a relationship, how'd you get caught?
I've never cheated.
No, I didn't.
Never cheated. Okay, good. Okay. Now, what is the most randomest place that you've ever had sex at?
Like the middle of the desert in West Texas. There's like no one there, like for miles and miles.
What was before you go, what was the thinking behind that though? Like in the middle of the desert.
I know, it's just like, it looks like Mars. So that's pretty weird. I mean, it takes a long time to get out there, so. Who knows?
I don't have any cool locations like that. I mean, yeah, and none of mine were that crazy. I don't know. They're just mostly in beds, I guess. Oh, I mean, no, I'm sorry. I guess at a ranch party once before, like in a car, but it wasn't super hot or anything.
So nowhere out of the ordinary.
Nothing super crazy. No, I don't think so.
Mine was on a
Okay, what has been the hardest thing about this relationship?
like,
Yeah,
still be there.
yeah. I would say that's a pretty good one. We're both pretty busy
Yeah.
a lot, or yeah, definitely pretty busy. And like, what do you like? You're kind of like 1 week on, 1 week off.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
have a 7-year-old, so.
Okay.
Yeah, parenting.
Okay, then what does she do that makes you really happy, and what does he do that makes you really happy?
You make me laugh really hard.
I made food yesterday, and she immediately cleaned up. Great.
That's what made you happy.
I was a little happy.
Okay. So what?
What's like the average? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can ask me one.
Okay, what's your regular answer to that question?
Which one?
What makes you happy?
I've only had you guys are my first couple in here, so
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
trying to get more. So you got to build a base, So I was gonna ask, what was your worst sex experience?
I mean, easily. I went too hard one time in Vegas, and I just couldn't get it up. I think I think by like the third night, I was like averaging like maybe an hour of sleep, and yeah, just things didn't work out by like the third or fourth day there.
Wait. Can you put a little more detail into that? Man? A little. What happened?
Oh, about more detail about how my dick was flaccid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how much
How
more
would you
detail
feel?
do you need?
How would you feeling? Like when it happened? Like
Oh, I mean, not super great. Not super great. Very very bad.
What about you?
Worst sex? I don't know. I try to avoid bad sex, I would say like anything that isn't like super exciting or awkward or something, or like didn't know the person very well. Honestly, that's probably on the lower side of like bad sex. I've never been like terrible sex.
Think.
Yeah, not in my memory.
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe later.
Like I mean, cause I've heard some girls be like, he too pump chumped or something like that. It's kind of bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural selection.
Okay, this is the last one. And this is if I can get it out of you guys.
Okay.
If you know, what is your body count?
There you go. that sounds bad. Don't put it on the internet.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you give a guesstimation.
Yeah.
Um,
Guesstimation.
go for it.
I don't know, like Maybe I'm totally lying though. Like, who knows?
No, I would say like I'm probably closer to like the 40s, 50s.
Okay.
Maybe, something reasonable.
That's it's very reasonable, man.
I like answered it.
Okay, it's recording. So I have
Hi.
I have a special passenger here.
You do.
Special.
So-
It is Stephanie's 20th birthday.
Okay, happy birthday, Stephanie.
Thank you.
So to start out, I would like to know where you young ladies are from.
We are both from Houston,
I'm from Galleria area, kind of central Houston Memorial.
and I'm from north of Houston, like in the Woodlands area.
Okay.
Suburbia.
What brings you to Fort Worth? I guess.
TCU,
Yeah, we are TCU students.
Okay, both of you. What year?
junior.
Junior. Okay. It would help if you got towards the center. I can't even see.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
sir.
okay. It's- so you said you're both juniors. What are you guys getting your majors in?
I am double major in business management and finance and real estate, and a minor in management for business professionals.
And I am double majoring in business and youth advocacy and educational studies.
Okay. What do you guys like to do for fun?
For fun, obviously, for fun dinners. I'm on the TCU dance team as well, so I'm really involved in that. In a sorority, love to be active, to travel, and anything to do with fashion or the beauty industry.
For fun, I think we both love to shop.
Yes.
And both love pickleball, and I love to go to like exercise classes. Are really fun.
Okay. Single or taken?
Single, both of us, very
Oh.
much so.
Okay. So what had happened with your last relationship? What did he do, or what happened, or what didn't happen?
What didn't he do?
Yeah.
My last relationship, I broke up with him a year ago in 2 days, and he is now in the military. So,
What did he do?
nothing. I broke up with him. I couldn't be in a long distance relationship. He was 4 years older, and I couldn't be in a long distance relationship with somebody that was in the military who I had just met, unfortunately. So nothing that he had done. He is a great guy. We're still friends. We're still very cordial and see each other every so often. But it was just not I was meant to meet him for a reason, but not the right time. But dated on and off for the past year, not with anybody seriously, but just for fun.
Okay.
And yeah, but very much single and ready to mingle.
All right. What about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. So my last relationship, I again wouldn't say he did anything. Yeah, he broke up with me, but not to be ridiculous, but I should have broken up with him because it's more of a like what he didn't do. And yeah, to be honest, it was my first relationship, and I think I lacked standards, and so now I have very high standards, probably too high, but we like to keep them that way. And yeah, I'm single, ready to mingle.
Okay. Okay. So your previous boyfriends, or maybe this can come from any of your boyfriends you had before them.
Yes.
When did the sex occur?
Never.
When? Oh.
No, sir. We are firm believers in Jesus Christ, and I am waiting till marriage.
No. I need an honest
To be
answer.
quite honest with you, it never occurred.
Never.
Yes.
Yeah. And I would say there was like some times where it was hard to be like no, but to me it was just like no, there's just no reason for us to be doing this. As we're dating, like there's just no reason.
How long were you dating these guys for?
Mine was only 6 months. Well, no, sorry, 5 months. 2 in person and then 2 long distance. So
Okay.
Not long, but it was serious, I guess.
Okay, but to be fair, I feel like most guys expect something by then. So
No, he was the one
Good.
that was holding the standard.
good.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Fire.
Can we go to the? If you had a boyfriend before that,
Yeah.
how long did it happen? before?
Never.
Nothing has ever happened.
Oh, so you guys are virgins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
got it first. Okay, virgins. Okay. All right. So
Someone call it that.
Uh,
It's alright.
I mean, if you
That's funny.
if what are you looking for in men? I guess.
That is a great question. Character. For somebody to be a strong leader and a strong lifelong learner. Because if you're a leader and a learner, then you're always growing, always maturing, always seeking more. And somebody that I can, somebody to challenge me, iron sharpens iron is what I believe. And so, somebody to call me higher and encourage me in who I am every single day.
Yeah, I would say I'm looking for something pretty similar. He has to be a man of God.
Yes.
Man of God.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah, first and foremost, man of God, and like just encourages me and just sees me for how the Lord sees me, which is just a big one, and just treats me like so, which is something that the ex didn't do. So we're looking for that, and we are looking for. I mean, this is optional, but highly preferred. Our height or taller.
Yeah.
I would say my height with heels are taller. And I'm not
Like
short,
sales.
so I need
So I would like to. Okay.
She's
So
got highs,
I would like to
man.
ask why. Why is there a height requirement?
because I don't like to. I don't know. She and I both aren't short. I don't know. I just
So,
go ahead. I
We're
don't know.
tall women,
Yeah.
and honestly, I've prayed about this, but I think, honestly, for me to have attraction, which, like, Christian or not, is a requirement for any sort of, like, romantic relationship. Like, I think for me, for attraction, to be able to be there and to be consistent, height is important. But I wouldn't say, like, it's, like, a hard requirement, you know? Like, if I'm meant to be with someone shorter than me, then I guess we'll just edit our wedding pictures, but you know, but it's highly preferred, and like I can't see myself being too attracted to someone who is shorter than me.
I think for me too, it's somebody that's being a leader and somebody that I don't know that I feel safe around and that I feel cared for, and that's also like physically, and so that's
Yeah.
being stronger and taller and
Yeah.
bigger than I am.
Who feels
Taller has nothing to do with stronger.
I understand that, but I don't know.
Hey, I mean that's your preference, so I can't.
Yeah.
That's my preference.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the dating life been
How's
treating
it
you?
stacked up?
The only
Lately.
guys that I have dated in the past year and a half have been graduated from TCU. Oops. So not existent at TCU for me personally.
I would like to retweet that statement with just non-existent, and I think the main issue here is
It's from California.
A, they're from California. B, their priorities are just, you know, they're not looking for wifey material, and like clearly that's what we are.
That's
Yeah.
college though.
That's college though, is the thing, which is why I respect Savannah. Like, it's not like, oh, so scandalous,
But
you know?
both my parents went to TCU and got married a week after graduation, so it happens. But I guess
I would like to know
rare.
the story of your parents.
they met on a blind date. They
No. I'm not.
yeah no, but they
I'm
did
asking
meet on a
about you
blind
guys.
date.
I'm asking about your lives.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not your life. It's their
Okay,
life. But what I was gonna ask.
I like this questionnaire.
What I was gonna ask is, what was any good that you took out of your last relationship?
So much good. He just affirmed me in who I was, but it wasn't seeking him for everything, but seeking the Lord for my everything, and he just was a second encourager to that. And it was a time that I was struggling to know my worth, and I think it just really taught me that I didn't know what I deserved, and honestly, he was such a great guy, like truly above and beyond what I could have ever asked or thought or imagined. So breaking up with him was really the hardest thing to do, not gonna lie, but meant to happen.
Not gonna lie, you kind of just made him sound like the one who got away, but no.
Looking back, there were things that I had
Yeah.
blind spots too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I mean, there always is. I think for me, that honestly, the good that came from it was having experience like loving someone and realizing that love truly can blind me,
Yes.
because it really did blind me to things that now when I'm outside of a relationship trying to uphold higher standards, like I realize that he should have done and he should have been more of a gentleman. But also good that came from it was I was just really happy in that period of life. Like honestly, like a good part of the relationship was during COVID, and like that was a really hard time for a lot of people, just mental health wise. And like I can honestly say like that was just a really happy period of my life. So like I look back on it, you know, with all smiles, you know, and I'm just, you know, you learn a lot.
Yeah, there we go. See his infrared right now.
Cool.
All right, man. Let's get it going, man. So how you doing tonight, man?
I am great, sir. You?
Doing wonderful. So tell me about yourself. Where you from?
Iowa, but I've been born and raised here for 22 years now.
Born and raised, 22 years.
You?
Right here. I'm from California, man.
When'd you move?
Like 13 years ago.
You like it?
That's alright. Okay.
I've been to Cali a few times. I think it's by far better, but it's a lot more expensive.
What line of work are you in, man?
I do warehouse work.
Okay. Do you like it, or is it just something to do for right now, or you got
It's both.
it's both?
I like it, but I don't see me doing it for my entire life.
What I guess what is your passion after that? Like, I guess I know it probably comes to, I know warehousing pays the bills. What do you see yourself doing? I guess what's another job you see?
Long term, I want to go to college for zoology and see where I go.
Zoology. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, man. You said one of your passions is basketball. You got any other ones?
Honestly, no. I sound boring, but no. Like I watch movies and stuff, but besides that, I'm just a dad and a fiance.
Oh, congrats, man. Congrats, man.
Thank you,
Hey, okay. You said the dad and fiance. How old is your boy or girl?
sir. Boy, yeah, he's 2
Okay.
and a half.
Okay. You said fiance. Where'd you meet her at, man?
A friend's party. Ironically, her best friend was my best friend.
Okay.
We met through a party.
So this is a question that everybody, as I've been asking a lot of people tonight, helps a lot. Everybody wants to know is, when did you and your partner first had sex?
Six months in, I think.
6 months. Okay. Took a while.
Yeah. I didn't want to rush her into anything. I was her first and hopefully her last.
Hey, this is my man right there. What? How long into this relationship did you know that she was the one?
I was honestly in love with her the second I saw her. I never thought I would have a chance with her. So now that I do, I don't want to fuck up. But when I do, it was on my birthday last year. Our birthday, it is a day apart. And I was just looking at her like, damn, this is it for me.
Yeah. Got your diamond in the rough, man.
Yes, sir.
So just based off what you're saying, do you have the kid with her or somebody else?
Someone else.
Someone else. Okay. So what happened with that situation, man? If you don't mind. What happened?
It was a lot of things. I wasn't happy, she wasn't happy. I tried to stay together to be a family, and I just realized that wasn't good for any of us. So I left, and then that was it. She didn't do nothing wrong. It was just, I think we just wanted separate things.
What is one thing good that you took from that relationship that you had with her? I guess your past one.
Showing more appreciation would be, I think, number one. I'm very appreciative of everything I have. I don't think I always physically show that or tell that to the person. I think I've gotten better with that from that relationship.
I guess what's one thing that you did not like? The one thing you didn't like about that relationship? Like you just say, well, this is negative for me. I don't want it.
I'm a very affectionate person, and she wasn't.
Oh. Is that something you see in your partner now?
Absolutely. All day, every day. She's affectionate, she's clingy, and I can't get enough.
So what's next for you, like right now in life, like in terms of personal growth, financial growth? What's next for
Right
you?
now, we are just working. She's a dental assistant, and I'm a warehouse worker, and we're just saving for our first.
Okay. And like, so I guess you said one of your what is one of your ultimate goals? After you get married, what's like one of your ultimate goals?
I would like to be able to. I don't care to have millions of dollars. I want to be able to live without the pressure of knowing can I afford these bills. So I guess my goal is to be financially stable, but not. I don't care to be rich like most people. I just want to be able to pay everything and not have to worry.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind sharing, I just need this because what is your body count? If you know it. 7. Okay. I was gonna ask. Okay, what advice do you give to single men about looking to pursue women?
Don't lie. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to keep up a facade that's not you. That would, I think, that's key.
Okay, so this is the last question I ask you. What has been the hardest thing about your current relationship? What's been the hardest thing, I guess, to maintain, or what's been like the most challenging thing in your relationship now?
This sounds insane. Nothing. We've never argued once. We've never fought once. We've never had a bad day as a relationship. It's been the smoothest relationship of my entire life. And people say it's weird that we don't fight, but we have nothing to ever fight about.
All right, man. I mean, that's all the questions I have for you right now, man. Thank you.
You good?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing me about your life, man.
Of course. Do I get off?
Yeah. Here we go. All right. Hello, everybody. We have another passenger in here who's agreed to tell us her life story. So, please tell me where you're from.
I am from Fort Worth, Texas.
Born and raised?
Born and raised, Fort Worth, Texas. Valley Denali.
What are you doing in Arlington then?
I have a salon in Arlington, so I'm a hairstylist.
Hairstylist. Okay. Has that been your passion since you've been little?
Yeah, surprisingly. Anything glam, anything that allows me to be creative, definitely like my lane.
What is passion number 2 if you weren't going to be a hairstylist?
Oh, a chef.
Personal chef or just like work for a restaurant?
Like probably a chef, like have my own restaurant.
What is your specialty that you like cooking?
Salmon and steak.
Salmon steak, can't go wrong with a good steak. Let's see. What other passions do you have outside of saloning? Like, I see you picking up from the gym. What else do you like doing?
I'm into health and wellness. Anything that's centered around developing your strength and anything that's gonna basically help you become a better version of yourself. I'm into stuff like that. So whether that's working out, whether that's going to see a therapist, anything in health and wellness, I'm into it.
Okay. Boyfriend, kids, husband?
No kids, no husband, no boyfriend.
No boyfriend. Okay, so I'm gonna assume, just asking, when's the last boyfriend you had?
Probably about
A year ago. If I might ask, what caused it to end? What did he do, or what did you do?
What that person did was shit.
How'd you catch him?
Intuition. It was one of those things where, I don't know, it just, I just looked at me. And the thing about it is when you being with someone for a very, very long time, you can always tell if something is off. And for me, something was off. And I think where I messed up, it was that consistent cheating and I constantly took it back.
So So he consistently cheated and you constantly took him back. Okay. How did that make you? Just asking during that time, why did you keep taking him back?
I don't know. I think that it was a thing. Now I can say that it was a thing that I didn't want to be alone, and then a part of me really didn't want the situation anymore. I just didn't want to see that person with someone else. Because in my mind, it's like, no, I done put all this time and effort into it, and I'll be damned if they go and be the person that they should have been to be with someone else.
Okay. Now, how long into this relationship did you have sex with your partner? How long did it take?
Oh, it took about a year.
Oh, it took a year. Oh. And then you dated him after that?
Dated him after I became intimate. I dated him before I became intimate.
Okay, you dated. Okay, so you were dating for a year and then you became intimate with him. Okay. Why? I might ask why so long?
Well, me and this person was friends.
Oh.
So it was like a friendship that led into a relationship.
Okay. Now, has that? If I'm pretty sure you had a relationship before that, right?
Yeah.
Has there been a time that you didn't wait a year with somebody?
Hasn't been, yeah. I mean, there hasn't been a time where I didn't wait a year with someone and it turned into a relationship.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Now, how many men have you been with? If you can guess a range or somewhere around.
I'm gonna say about 5 men.
5 men? Okay. Now, even though the relationship you came out of was toxic, what are some of the good things that you took from that relationship?
What are some of the good things I took for myself, or
Either yourself or both, or
what
from
I
the
learned
situation,
about?
or learned, either one.
I learned one thing about myself. I am really, really loyal. I'm very loyal. That's one of the great things that I can say that I learned throughout the relationship. I also learned that I struggled with trust issues way before I got into that relationship. I think they just intensified once I got with that person. What's another good thing? What's another thing I learned? Once a person show you, and a lot of times women we see the red flags in the beginning, but when we so in love, we want it to work, or we feel like we can change that person, and we can't change anyone or nobody unless they're willing to change. So I had to learn that. I learned that once someone show me who they really are, believe in them. Don't try to paint another color, and then don't minimize who I am, or basically become someone that I know I'm not just to keep them in there.
What's I was gonna ask, what is something you're looking for in your next partner?
Great communication skills. I think that in my past relationships, the communication was horrible, and I want someone who is great at communicating, as well as being emotionally available and emotionally stable. That is my biggest, I don't care about how much money you make. That's, money is money. Money comes and goes. That's not a big thing to me. My thing is communication, being emotionally available for me, as well as me being emotionally available for you. Because unspoken words and unspoken things lead to other, open doors for other situations.
What are some of the red flags that you might have tolerated then, but you're not tolerating now from men?
Consistency. Like, you have to be consistent. Don't show me one thing, and then you get this person for these 3 months, and then 3 months later you just completely just change. Like, I think that I allowed in my last relationship, I allowed that person to be inconsistent. Like, 1 minute they're showing me like, okay, this time it's gonna be different. The next thing you know, I start seeing the red flags again. But instead of me saying, oh no, there go that red flag, I kind of like brush it up under the rug. Like, I psyched myself out to make myself believe that it wasn't what I was believing, or
last question. What's next for you? What's next on the horizon? Or what you looking forward to?
In their relationship, or
Just life.
healing.
So what?
Healing. I think there for me is the next phase, season of my life is to focus on healing, finding myself, and taking time out to love on me.
That's all the questions I wanted to ask. Thank you very much for supplying me with more content for my future subscribers. Thank you very much. All right, Miss. Let's just start off by asking, where are you from?
Splendora, Texas, which is like 30 minutes north of Houston.
30 minutes north of Houston. What brings you to Dallas-Fort Worth area?
We ended up meeting a guy at college, and then we got married, and then I moved to North Fort Worth.
Moved to North Fort Worth with him. Still married? No?
Yep, still married.
Any kids?
Nope, no kids.
Since you start off with that you're married to him, where did you meet him in college? Like,
He ended up rooming with one of my very best friends from my high school, and then we got introduced, and we worked together, and then we ended up getting married.
okay. Now, everybody's been answering this all day. Hope you can answer this too.
Go for it.
But how long into the relationship before you had sex with your husband?
It was definitely the first date.
First date.
Yeah.
Okay, first date.
I mean, we knew each other for a very long time, but our legitimate first date is when, we had sex.
Okay. Going along that lines, where is the randomest place that you've had sex?
We're not really that crazy, so I don't know. I can't even tell you.
Anything that's not like hotel or
I mean,
Or
yeah,
bedroom?
it would literally be like hotel or car. Like we're not no public or I don't know. We don't got any crazy sexual stories. Like we're not very. I don't know. We don't. Not very sexual human beings. Sorry.
that's okay.
So
Uh,
I don't got any kush for you.
How many men have you been with total in your life?
6.
6 men. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you do for a living?
Is that a requirement that I have to tell you?
No, you don't. Just ask. What are some of your passions you like doing?
I don't know. I work for a living. I do my job. I hang out with my husband. I hang out with my dogs. I work out a lot, and then that's kind of the gist of it.
That's kind of the gist to it.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, just one last question. What is next for you in life? If I can get a sneak peek, what's next or new? What's coming up that you see on the horizon? If anything, that might be a little exciting.
Probably some type of promotion at work, and then continue my job build at work, and continue what I'm doing at work, and like switch different positions at work to further my career.
I mean, I will leave
Sorry,
it.
I don't have
No, that's fine. And you gave me something, and thank you very much for at least speaking to me. Thank you very much. What got you into geology in the first place? Was it something that you liked when you were a young child? Because I loved it when I was little, play with rock.
I mean, you all grow up Rainforest Cafe. Let's go fucking grab some cool fucking minerals or rocks that are in the
Me playing with dirt.
Yeah, I mean, playing in dirt, that's how it was. And I grew up basically in super, super south, trailer park trash. And all I did was grow up playing in dirt. And going to the Rainforest Cafe was I was privileged, bro. And now I look at it as, if you're able to learn how the way the world works, that is dope to me. And I thought I ended up getting into nature and all that shit. That you are the earth is cool, and I'm actually not very super earth friendly, but the earth is cool. It does super cool things for you. Nature's cool.
cool. The animals are cool. Like I grew up doing that, and I thought I wanted to be a game warden. And
You said game warden?
Yeah, game
Okay.
warden. And I definitely thought that I wanted to be involved in like protecting the wildlife, and also at the same time being able to have enough jurisdiction to kind of just tell people like, hey, bro, that's not cool, you know. And so I did all that, and I ended up going to college at Texas A&M, and I did geology and geophysics at Texas A&M. Did a super bunch of freaking cool shit at Texas A&M. Like that was the highlight of that's been the highlight of my life, is doing all that. And I thought I was going to go back into the oil and gas field back in Houston. I thought I was going to be able to tell people, my oil rig friends, because like I grew up, like I told you, I grew up trailer park trash. So all my buddies are oil rig guys, and I actually am pro fracking. I'm pro oil rig. I'm pro being able to like provide your economy with what you need to provide it with in a safe manner. And so I always told myself like I'm going to be able to learn how to frack. I'm going to be able to learn how to work the earth in a very positive mindset without completely, you know, just in a negative way, completely destroying it how most people think it's destroyed. And so I ended up doing that. I ended up getting my degree. I ended up learning all this stuff. And, but then I ended up meeting my husband in college, so I moved to the DFW area, and I'm from Houston. I ended up moving to the DFW area, and kind of just stuck it out here and was like, there's zero oil rigs out here compared to Houston. So I wasn't able to get a career out here, which is perfectly fine. Like I get it, but I wasn't going to spend the next 10 to 15 years of my life going to school to provide for a family that I can provide for what I'm doing now. So I'm here living with my husband, and that's kind of where I'm at now. I know it's a super lackluster event at the end of it, but I'm happy. It is what it is, and sorry.
Hey, take what life gives you.
So appreciate it. Sorry, this was your last like 5 minutes of bullshit. But
Oh, no.
super cool.
Geology's cool.
I swear, geology's super cool. It's actually really interesting to learn how the Earth works in a mathematical and an environmental way.
All right, so sorry, but tell me, where are you from?
Put forward.
Born and raised?
Yes.
Married?
Yes.
How long was the marriage?
Been married since October of last year.
October of last year. How many kids?
We don't have any together.
None together?
But
Okay.
I have 4 from my first marriage.
4 from your first marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I might ask, this guy that you're married to now, how long into the relationship did you have sex with?
The first date.
First date?
Yep.
It just felt right?
Yep.
Okay. So, you said your previous marriage, right?
Yes.
How many men have you been with in your life, if you can remember?
4.
4 men?
Yes.
Okay. So your first husband, you said 4 kids. Why did that situation not work out?
He passed away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry
he
to
passed
hear
away like 9 years ago. But we were separated when he did move back into our house. But he passed away 5 days later.
Okay, what's one thing that's really challenging about the marriage you're in now? What's one thing that's challenging?
He has depression a lot. And it's basically over little bitty things. And we fight a lot.
I don't know. Okay.
So I am kind of seeing somebody else that I work with. So I have to kind of keep that separate because he's coming. He visits me sometimes. Like one day my boyfriend was walking out. He was walking in. I'm like, oh God.
From your husband?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
They passed by each other, spoke to each other. I'm like, that's funny. I'm like, okay. And my coworkers know about it.
So I'm gonna assume now you're gonna have. Okay, so where's the randomest place you've had sex at?
At a bus stop.
A bus stop. Okay. I haven't heard that
I don't know if you
one.
know about Miller, but the bus stop on Miller, where it's kind of bright at night. So yeah.
Never heard that one before.
Kind of a wild child.
No, it's okay. Hey, everybody got their own story. Hey, no judgment here. So where are your 4 children at now?
They live with my parents. So
Okay.
my parents are kind of older, so they wanted to stay over there and take care of my parents.
Okay, what is one thing I guess you've liked about this marriage? The sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sex feels good. And he gives me everything, so.
What advice would you give to younger women before I guess marrying or
Date a lot. Date a lot. Make sure they're ready.
Make sure they're ready. You know, you start out now. Now tell me where you from, Mel?
Where I'm from? Okay.
Yes.
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and I was born in College Station.
Oh, you was born in College Station.
Yes. But I lived in Kansas City, Missouri for a while, and then we moved here. And I've been living here for like 12 years, I think. Same house.
Same house for 12 years. What do you do right now? School work or what?
I just graduated from high school, and right now I am working at Cheeky Monkeys, which is like a indoor playground for kids. And on the weekends, I party host, which dress up in costumes or whatever for the kids' parties, and just like entertain them. It's really fun.
What do you like to do for fun?
I love to hang out with my friends, and I like making jewelry for fun. And I like making candles a lot. I make candles to sell.
You sell candles?
Yes.
Okay. And, I guess is that one of your passions?
Yeah, I think that and like anything creativity that has creativity in it, and I love animals, so I think I would pursue a career something that has to do with marine life specifically.
Okay. Did you do anything interesting this summer?
I went to Italy and I went to Chicago.
How was Italy?
It was really awesome. I think it was pretty touristy, a big city, so if I had to go again, I would definitely stay a month in a more remote city. But it was really fun. My favorite city was definitely Florence that I went to. And I also went to Chicago.
What do you think about Chicago?
It was good. Me and my friends, we just did dumb shit a lot of the time, and then and I went to Milwaukee too, and it was really cool. We went to my friend lives in Shorewood. One of my friends lives in Shorewood, and the other one lives in Chicago. So we went in Shorewood for a while, and that was really cool because I don't know, it's like a square mile of houses, and it's like the most quaint town ever. And we have it's like a 10-minute walk to the beach from my friend's house, and we did that. And they also have a park with like all swings. Like there's a tire swing and other swings underneath the bridge. And it's really fucking cool. So I thought that was fun. And we've got Ian's Pizza, which is the best pizza I've ever had. It's like $6 a slice, but it's worth it. And I got mac and cheese pizza.
Okay. Sounds pretty interesting. I've never been up there up north, so it's kind of cold. I guess pretty sure it's good in summertime.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento, California. Been out here in Texas for about like 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah, about half my life, a little bit more, a little bit less than half my life.
Where do your parents live? Like,
My mom lives in Arlington.
oh, okay.
I was gonna dating anybody, single, just for the summer? No.
I'm single. I've been rocking the single life for a while now. There's been dates here and there, but I don't really.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume you said dates here and there, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume you had a boyfriend before.
Yes, I
Maybe
have.
okay. So even though you were in high school, most likely, but how early into the relationship did you start having sex with your boyfriend? If you've had sex with your boyfriend? Oh.
I think maybe pretty early. I think we had sex before we started dating.
No, okay.
Yeah. So, because he was my first kiss like a while ago, and then I dated other people, and then we got back together, and then we started like having sex, and then we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
If you like the content that I just posted, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe so that I can continue to post these daily. And if you have any questions that you would like me to ask any of my other pastors to make this more interesting, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments below. Thank you. Have a nice day.